Welcome back. Social media has become so much a part of our world that the term has even been added to this year's edition of the Oxford Dictionary. But rather than look there to find out what it means, we're going to have our very own tech host, Romain, explain it to us. Hey Romain, how's it going?
I'm good, Catherine. How are you today?
Good. Glad to have you back. You're always
Thank you,
entertaining.
thank you. I try to be. But I don't want to give you everything all at once. I keep a little bit in the pocket so I can, pull it out later.
All right.
So, social media. All right. We've seen it around for a very long time, and what we want to do today is actually, bring it back a little bit and actually come to understand what exactly social media is.
Sounds good. Okay? Yeah. I think I have an idea of it, but I want to, get a clear definition.
Yeah, because it is a term that people toss around all the time. Social media this, social media that.
Yeah, for sure.
But what we want to do again is just, let's narrow it down a bit.
Break it down.
So we have sites like Twitter that are considered a media site.
Yep,
we
Facebook.
have MySpace, Facebook, Wikipedia is considered a media site.
Yep.
So if all these are considered a social media site, what exactly is it?
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
So what we have to do is actually break down the term social media.
Okay.
All right, so let's look at the word media, which is actually an instrument for communication.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have television, we have radio, we have magazines, newspapers, okay?
Yep.
And those are medias, okay? And they're used for communication.
Yeah.
Now, the difference between that type of media and social media, where is the opportunity to interact.
So the flow of communication,
yes.
sort of what you're
so
saying.
In that case, social media would be a social instrument of communication.
So it's like a two-way street.
Like a two-way street, exactly.
Oh, okay.
All right. So it gives you the opportunity to interact with these different forms of media that you wouldn't be able to do otherwise.
Right. Okay.
Because right now the viewers at home, they're watching us, but they're unable to actually interact with us. But they could.
Yeah.
Technically, if they wanted to, by
visiting our website, tech-er.com.
All right, or giving us a call.
Right? For sure.
So those are the different ways they can, but it's not immediate, all right?
It's not like a dialogue, basically, is what you're saying,
exactly.
right? Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So what we want to do is exactly like that. Think of it as a two-way street.
Yeah.
So what I'm actually going to do now is demonstrate to you what it is to have, let's say, a social media personality and a regular media personality. So SMP and RMP. Okay,
right.
some abbreviations for you. Okay,
sounds good.
So first I'll do the regular media personality.
Okay.
Okay.
We're playing a little game here.
Yeah. So go ahead and have a conversation with me.
Hey Romain, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going? I like your jacket. It's really nice.
I like your shirt. Where'd you get it from?
I went to the mall and I got these. Oh, it was amazing.
What mall did you go to?
No. I went to and it was on sale and all the shoes.
All right. I get it. It's like a one-way conversation.
It's a one-way conversation. I'm
didn't even
giving
let
you all the
me
information.
butt in at all.
Exactly. It's kind of like what our parents do to us. Right? They just ream us out and don't even give us a chance to explain.
That's a good example.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
So now we have the social media personality. So let's go ahead and try that out. Start a conversation, and I'll show you how that would go.
I think this is going to be a little more enjoyable, hopefully. All right. Hey, Romain, how's it going?
Hey, Catherine, you look very nice today.
Thank you. So do you. I like your shirt.
Thank you. Just a little something I picked up.
Yeah, good choice for the camera. I think red's a good color for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
All right. So you see, we've got a nice little two-way street going here. We're both communicating, both responding to each other. It's not just a one-sided opinion flow, right?
You understand.
Yeah,
it's pretty simple once you actually get into it.
Right. That's a good way to explain it, too, I think.
Exactly. So now that we've broken it down and we've said, okay, now we know it's a two-way street and it's a form of interacting.
Right.
All right. And a lot of sites allow you to do, even at minimum, just comment on something.
It's something,
or we can get really advanced with sites like Flickster that will, generate movie ideas or suggest movies to you based on the comments you've made on other people's selections.
I think that's really cool.
So it can get pretty advanced.
Yeah.
Right?
So is there different categories of all these sites, or how do I even begin to find out?
Of course, there's so many that they have to be put in categories.
Okay.
All right. So one of the categories that we have is social bookmarking sites.
Okay.
Okay. So that includes Blinklist, Simpy. Those are all sites that allow you to bookmark different sites. So let's say, for example, you find a site that you do shopping on.
Right.
I know you like shopping.
Of course.
Right?
So I like online
shopping.
like that.
Okay. And then you're like, wow, this site is great. You can bookmark it, leave a comment, and be like, I was able to find a great pair of shoes and a dress to match for a discount price.
And share it with others.
And share it with others. Now, others that are subscribers to that website will be able to go through and see that you found that site, make comments as well, and also browse that same website.
That's awesome. I've never even heard of that. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's actually really, really neat.
Yeah, that's
so those are social bookmarking sites.
Okay, awesome.
What's also very popular, especially in the mobile market, is social news sites.
Okay, right.
So that's like Reddit and things like that.
You can comment on news
articles and have dialogue that way about whatever current events are actually happening.
Yeah.
And those are really popular again for the mobile applications.
For sure, because people are always really opinioted about news. And they like to have conversations about it, right?
Exactly.
All right, cool. What else you got?
And now the biggest category of them all.
I bet I can guess what it is. Social networking.
Exactly,
right?
exactly. Yes. And the most popular one is?
Facebook.
Facebook,
of course.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we have others like High Five. I don't know if you remember that.
Vaguely, yeah, vaguely.
We had one called Black Planet.
Okay.
I'm not just saying that just because. It was actually
it was a legit site. Yeah.
So there's a lot of them that came actually before Facebook.
Yeah.
But Facebook actually took it to that other level.
Right.
Of social networking.
Yeah, definitely.
So those sites, you're able to comment on photos.
Yeah.
Right
on people's walls.
There's so many things you can do on Facebook now. Play games.
Marketplace.
Exactly.
Sell stuff. Yeah.
Exactly. So
there's basically nothing you can't do almost.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
They have all their bases covered.
Yeah, pretty much.
So those are the social networking sites, the most popular of them all.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So what I'm actually going to do, I actually have some interesting facts.
Okay.
Based on social media.
Cool.
And it's just true and false. It's real simple.
All right.
So I want to see if you know any of these, okay?
Oh, it's another little game, I see.
Yeah, a little game.
Oh, full games today.
Here goes. And viewers at home, you can listen in and see if you can get some of these answers right as well, okay? So here goes.
All right.
Pitch them off.
Bring it on. Let's go.
Right. Every minute, 24 hours of video is uploaded to YouTube. True or false?
True.
Okay. Good.
Yeah?
That is true. That is true. All right.
Off to a good start.
Next one. Over half of YouTube's users are under 20 years old.
I'd say true.
Is it true? It is true.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yep.
Very good. All right. Here's another one. People spend over 500 billion minutes per month on Facebook.
Oh my God. I'd like to say false, but I think it's true.
You know what? It actually is true.
It is, right?
Yeah, it actually is true.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
I wasn't basing that on my personal habits or anything, of course.
Sure.
Just rumors I've heard about my friends'
Sure.
activities.
I'm not going to point any fingers here, but I've heard some rumors myself. Okay. All right. So here we go. Another one. Facebook is the #1 website in the world.
True.
That is actually false.
I had to go wrong at some point, right? Okay.
I got you comfortable and then I hit you with the curveball.
All right.
The actual #1 site is Google, which is not hard to believe.
Okay, that makes sense.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot of people's homepage.
Yeah.
So,
a couple people's email.
Exactly.
Right?
So
Okay.
it easily becomes the #1 website.
Okay. All right.
And the last one, Twitter averages 50 million tweets per day.
True.
Yes. That is correct.
Okay. So what? 4 out of 5?
That's 4 out of 5. That's not bad.
Not
That's not
bad. Pretty good. Pretty good.
All right. So those are just some interesting facts for you based on, social media.
Yeah.
But you know what? Social media is very important. All right. There's a lot of disadvantages, but there are also a lot of advantages as well. Because I mean, with any new technology, they have the balance of both.
Yeah, exactly. We've talked about that before.
Exactly.
Touched on it a little bit.
Yeah, we love our news items.
Yes,
all
definitely.
Right?
So what are some of the disadvantages?
Some of the disadvantages, for example, I don't know if you remember the Michael Richards situation.
I do.
Yeah, I don't want to get into that, but something like that is definitely what can happen. So if folks at home, if you don't know, you can Google Michael Richards incident, and I'm sure it'll come up.
Bottom line, you got to be careful what you put out there, right?
Yes.
We've dealt with that many times before on the show. I'm sure there will be many more examples about that. So, all right. But yeah, I like to think there are more pros than cons, right?
Of course.
All right. Thanks, Romain. I'm definitely a little more clear on things now. Even though I've been using social media for years, I still wasn't totally clear on the definition, and I'm sure many of you weren't either. After the break, our tech host Kayla is going to fill us in on a new way to get music online.